Let me whisk you away today, my friends, to a world by the sea, to a world full of spooks, to a world full of this creepy giant boss. Let me take you on a journey through the quests and the kingdoms, the characters, the classes, and the combat of Blade and Soul Revolution. What's going on, everybody? It is Ghost Robo. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe, staying healthy out there. Make sure to smash that like button if you enjoy the video, and let me know in the comments down below if you're going to play this game, which is going to be available on March 4th. You can currently grab it in pre-registration on iPhone and Android. It is available via the link in the description down below, so definitely check it out if you like what you see. I like this guy, but I don't think he can see me with one eye. Anyhow, we got to begin with character selection and creation. This is an MMORPG on mobile, but it is pretty darn feature-packed. And when Netmarble said, hey, do you want to check out our game? We'd love to sponsor you. I said, how well does it work on the phone screen? So if it doesn't work well, don't give it to me. And they said, well, we think it works pretty well. So I said, all right, I will check it out. And lo and behold, it plays with speed. And that's what I appreciate the most about this game. So big thanks to Netmarble for sponsoring the video. There are 5 character classes, a whole lot of customization options. I decided to run with the Kung Fu Master because that felt pretty darn right up my alley. And this game is all about crazy combat and a ton of special attacks. Each character has over 30 special attacks to learn, and you're going to be firing off all sorts of insane moves. I feel like in comparison to other MMOs, this game wants you to indulge in the combat. It wants you to dive deep into it and really appreciate all the different awesome attacks you have rather than limiting them. Like, you're constantly doing attack, 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 cool attack, cool attack. Your specials, they refill, they refresh, and like I said, the theme of the game and the name of the video is this game plays with speed and ease. We're making our character. I decided to go with a female with purple hair, because why the heck not? We'll name them Ghost Robo. I'm going to take you through my experience with the game thus far. There's a lot going on here. I'm more of a PvE person, but there is PvP. You got 1v1s, 2v2s for battling. There's different factions that can fight against each other. And then all the typical trappings of an MMO, but it does have great movement. They call this wind walking, where basically you can fly or sprint your way through the world. And again, it just helps really cut down on the downtime. And I think for a game like this, especially to play in shorter sessions on your phone, it's going to be quite great that you can move and work your way around so quickly. It's got, as you can see, a digital joystick on the left-hand side, and then you're going to be using this combat wheel for all of your different attacks. There are many stances, many attacks, and you will be using currency and using level up points, XP, to progress your way down these trees and build your character better and better. They've got a lot going on. This is no slight affair, and there are dungeons and raids, although they are for much higher levels, so I was not able to get to those, but it is out there for those of you that like longevity in your games. And for those of you that think it might look a lot complex and there's tons going on screen, do not worry. There is quite the tutorial. It's over pretty quickly, but they do a nice job of explaining what you need to be pressing, what you should be focusing on, and how you're going to use your backstep, your teleportation, your different moves, your wind walking, and your navigation of the skills, of the equipment, of the items, of the upgrades, to best enjoy Blade and Soul Revolution. Now, I'm the kind of guy that just wants to get to the combat, so I found myself flipping my way through the dialogue and kind of skipping my way around the story. But for those of you that do want to get into something that has a lot of lore, like, there is a lot of cutscenes here. There's a lot of just getting into the world, getting into the characters. There are actually over 150 cutscenes in the game, so this is no small affair. They did not reduce and gimp a game to fit on mobile. They're delivering a really big MMORPG. We're doing a boss battle right now against this pirate captain of sorts. He's got nothing on Jack Sparrow, and frankly, I am going to finish him off quite ferociously. I really got in a flow with the combat, and I think that's what this game shines with. Not only its speed, but its ability to flow from wind walking to combat, to questing to combat. And they have this option where you can just tap on the quest at hand, and it will help you just get where you need to go. Now, me personally, look, I'll be frank with you. I'm not the biggest fan of slowly moving my way through a game of this sort. I want to get to the combat, which is the good part for me. That's my favorite place. I also like customization. There's a bunch of very cool outfits here that you can indulge in, but I want to get from point A to point B and not have to worry. And this game supports that. It does allow you to kind of fly through the areas that you might not enjoy as much, or maybe you want to just experience everything. There's plenty of equipment, there's plenty of weaponry, and you can, you know, make your way through each piece of the game. But if you just want to go beat on some crabs, if you just want to get to the next boss battle, if you just want to see those quests complete and have that satisfaction of working your character from level 1 all the way up to triple digits, if you want to acquire new skills and progress through those trees that we talked about earlier, if you want to acquire all the attributes and you want to just make your way from boss battle to boss battle, area to area, and enjoy this really fast-paced combat, like, you can do that. And I appreciate that the game lets that happen. The game isn't trying to restrict, isn't trying to force you into a certain style of play, and then that's evidenced by the different characters. You know, they are going to feel different. They all have a different slate of attacks, and you can experiment and play around with the different classes to find the one that you enjoy the most. I'm not sure which is going to be the ultimate best, but I did really, really like the moveset here. It's called Kung Fu Master, but it didn't feel like it was strictly restricted to just punches and kicks. Like, you got a lot of special attacks here, dare I say, like magical moves that are helping me work through these foes quite quickly. Up to level 9 at this point and just doing work, getting a lot of stuns. I really like the block and deflect parry system as well. The areas are quite pretty. There's a lot of diversity even early on. You're going to move out of your village, move into some other villages, and then get to a very spooky zone, which you'll see at the end of the video. There are side quests as well, as I mentioned, and you do have fast travel, which allows you to get from place to place. Now, this is a much quicker way of wind striding your way around the entire world, but it does help, as I mentioned, because there are a lot of areas. Now, you can't upgrade your equipment to really boost out your character, and I didn't feel like, at least what I played, I didn't feel like any of the in-game purchases were really thrown in your face. I didn't feel like there was any limiting factor. I felt like I was able just to bust up some lanterns, destroy some crabs, crush some enemies, and enjoy my way through. Now, you can set the combat to auto, but why would you do that? Come on, you want to feel your way to level 10 and be proud of yourself for picking up the Cyclone Kick as you approach double digits. And, you know, you want to spend a moment with a pretty flower. Cute little lantern flower, having a calm day. But then this big guy says, oh, hey. And this is where things started to get really difficult. This was the first battle that said, hey, you know, I don't think you're going to win, Zach. I think you're going to have to train up, level up, progress, upgrade, and come back later, because this dude was no laughing matter. I love the cones they have to show your attacks so you can move out the way, and when you're getting in more quick combat encounters, you can use your backstep, you can use your teleportation, you can use your block to really try and do what you can do to navigate these more complicated encounters. And the fact that there is a whole lot of PvP, the fact that the game does have an extensive campaign, the fact that there is so much endgame to deal with in terms of raids and dungeons, I think bodes well for a title that is free to download. So what's the verdict here, guys and girls? Is this game worth earmarking for your iPhone? I'm going to be honest with you and say that I typically find games of this sort to be boring. They bog me down, and I turn to something else quite quickly. But I gotta give Blade and Soul Revolution a lot of credit. They found a way to streamline things. They found a way to speed them up. And they found a way to respect my time so I can get in and enjoy what I like about this game. Look, it surprised me. I had fun with the combat. And that's what I wanted to do when I played. And it didn't make sure to really get me all down in the monotony of menus. It didn't make sure to really slow me down with unskippable cutscenes. It didn't make sure to really just take so much time to do anything. No, I got in. I played, I had chaotic, crazy combat fun, and then I got out, and I like that. So for those reasons, I think it's worth checking out. You can pre-register now. The game is available March 4th. Click the link in the description down below to grab the game and support the channel. And let me know what you think in the comments down below. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe, staying healthy out there. Hit that like button if you had fun with me today, and I will see you guys all soon. In the meantime, though, everybody, this is Blade and Soul Revolution, got some early access, and I enjoyed myself. So, I'll see you guys all soon. Drink some hot chocolate. Until next time, thanks again. We will see you all later.